So I've been a little late on the chores this morning. And I have a very mad duck about it, so I better get to it. Start with the water first because it's always what they're out of first. See, I know typically I do at 6 o'clock in the morning for the morning chores due to work, but holiday weekend, I've been getting up later and later and they're getting angrier and angrier. Well, good morning, Doc. What are y'all mad about? You still got feed, so you must be out of water. Good morning, chickens. Well, you still got some water. It must be too dirty for you, huh? My fix for the water container did not work. A couple times of moving in the rain, and it fell back apart. See, I have this little pan here because ducks need something they can dip their whole bill in so they can clean it. But the little one's great for the chickens as well to have a backup water source for the mornings like this morning where I was a little late getting the rain. But I'm going to move everything to the forward or to the front of the chicken tractor. Look at them. Oh, they're so happy already. Always love how the male ducks sound. Everybody knows the typical quack of the duck, but I always forget about the males. So, place the water in the front, get the pan. I use a little dolly to move the chicken tractor. Since I built it pretty heavy, it can be a challenge for me to move around sometimes. I'm going to try to bring it uphill a little bit to where I'm right beside the watermelon patch, instead of being so crooked off of it. I got some feed for you. Yeah, doesn't look like they went to the very bottom, but I try to only give them a scoop a day. It kind of works out pretty good to where by the time it's for the next feeding it gets near the bottom but not completely ate. That encourages them to eat the bugs in the grass and forage around a little bit. The feed I have, it's just scratch grain mixed with pellets and a little bit of cracked corn. I really don't like using cracked corn as a feed, but the last time I went to the feed store they had no scratch grain, so I got a little bit of cracked corn to mix in with everything. So I got a patch of corn started. Some of it's just now coming up. I will follow behind here probably this evening or probably tomorrow and plant beans in beside each one the corn that has come up. And then once that gets started, I will interplant a couple squash in there, do the old Three Sisters intercropping. I have more squash here and a small patch of cucumbers down there. Probably more cucumbers than I need. The old saying goes, you have one cucumber plant and you'll be begging for it to stop making cucumbers. You have a whole patch of cucumbers and the whole neighborhood will be asking you to stop giving them cucumbers. That's alright. The more the merrier. But the more important things that happened in the last few days is inside. So here we got our latest and greatest additions onto the farm. Wow, they're noisy. They're noisy this morning. They like to talk to me. We got 5 little emden geese. They're about 6 days old as of right now. Hatched out last Tuesday, according to the hatchery. They all came in the mail. Post office called me and said, we got some babies for you, and they're chatting up a storm. I could even hear them over the phone. They're definitely some beautiful birds. They're a little skittish right now. I just cleaned out their pen. They didn't like that. But I bet they like having a clean floor, though. Yeah. They're just some of the most energetic little babies I've ever had. Talkative. You'd be walking by and you can hear them pecking at the side of the crate. They peck pretty hard. There's supposed to be 4 females and 1 male. These guys, long term, I'll have just for breeding stock, and then their offsprings will be either sold or processed. Eventually we'll have some more of them, but this is the start. And they are some beautiful little birds. Yeah. And our next little addition is right here. We have 8 little muscovy eggs in here. We got this hatchery yesterday. It's a Nurture Right 360. You can get it on Amazon or we got it at Tractor Supply. automatically turns the eggs, keeps temperature pretty much ideal at 99.5. Humidity it will monitor, but that's about my only complaint with this. It's kind of hard to stabilize the humidity, but seems like now we got it running. It's been stable around 55 to 60, which around 55 is ideal. But these eggs should be all fertile. I mean, there's one female and 4 males always around her, so they should be plenty fertile. Whether or not it'll be purebred Muscovies or Muscovy and Mallard mixes, it's hard to say until they're hatched. But these guys, when they hatch, I'll try to sell them, as their parents seem to be relatively docile birds, so these will be sold probably for pets. And anything I do not sell will keep and process more than likely, but we don't know yet. So I got them in there yesterday, so in about 9 more days I'll bring them out, candle them, see what their development's like, and hopefully they'll all be good. I don't expect to be successful with these, with all of them, 100%, as I've never hatched out eggs before, so this will be a new journey for me. Alrighty, thanks for watching.